Okay, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Because this message, you am not bad with the message here. 19 work will go 247. Abi go to. In fact, we go 419. This message now is direct from official message from Simon Ekpa's defense lawyer. Now him bring this message. So for him, when they talk say Simon Ekpa no get lawyer, he was abandoned like this, like that. Just now at his age, looking for relevance. But I'm not here to abuse anybody or to drag anybody. But Biko, if you want to give information, please give correct information. Don't just give cut and join information to the Biafrans. It is misleading most of our most of our followers in this Biafran struggle, most especially those ones who so much believe in the government of USB. So please, let's stop this backbiting. Let's stop this fake news. Let's stop this propaganda and stick on the subject matter, which is the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and the Biafra recognition. Because ayomu, watch our message here for the information from one of our sister who also gets direct information from Finland, which is by name Nikki Agnes. So watch it, digest it, and make sure as you're watching, drop your own personal opinion at the comment section. Please, I am sorry if I have talked too much. Let's go there.
Several cases have been filed in different courts against Nigeria, both locally and internationally. Different courts such as African Court on Human and People's Rights, Central Criminal Court by Pan-Africa, of which Nigeria is a state party to African Union. The big question now is, why is Nigeria refusing to appear in court to defend its states, to defend its countries in front of the whole African continent, to prove that Nigeria is not what they are known for worldwide? Because as we speak, Nigeria is known for injustice. Nigeria is known for corrupt leaders. Nigeria is known for killings everywhere, every day. The recent one that just happened in Anambra.
Mother to one on the child, Anambra State House. Mother to one at all, one care, Malapata, even Anambra. Can you buy food soludo or Tisia? Can you buy food soludo neighbor? What one not about money, or money, a ton of market on the child, money, and the bottle.
Some of you are aware of that. And I want to assure you, Biafrans, that this Pan-African chairman, Dr. David Matanga, is unbribable. So for some of you asking, Nigeria is too corrupt, they can bribe the man, and the man will go low. He won't talk about us again. He won't talk about the abuses in Nigeria, the corruption, all of those things going on in Nigeria, that they will bribe him. He is unbribable because he has been standing tall. Even though some African countries are just as corrupt as Nigeria, doing their best to block the exposition and secretly working with backing Nigeria, because they know that if Biafra is totally restored, that corruption in Africa continent will die a natural death. Right now, let's go into the main issue of the day. Please pay very close attention so that you can connect the dots. So we'll be talking about two major important things and others. Firstly, a case of human rights abuses and denial of justice filed against Nigeria in African Court on Human and People's Rights. The second one, the shame Finland has brought upon European judicial system. People pay very close attention. Statement on human rights abuses and denial of justice in Nigeria. Demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. This case have been filed since months now against Nigeria, but have refused to appear in court. But the chairman of Pan-Africa have said that he is going to revisit the court so as to hasten this particular case. All right, let's go ahead and read out the statement, right? 1. I, Dr. David Matanga, bring this statement to the international community, human rights organization, and governments of conscience. 2. I speak on behalf of the countless victims in southeast and south of Nigeria who have suffered persecutions, killings, and denial of justice at the hands of the Nigeria state and allied extremist groups. Failure of Nigeria at African courts. Listen. Nigeria is a state party to African Charter on Human and People's Rights and has signed a protocol establishing the African Court on Human and People's Rights at Arusha, Tanzania. Yet, despite this, Nigeria has deliberately refused to submit the court's full jurisdiction, thereby shading itself from accountability. Are you getting it? When I presented, which is the chairman of Pan Africa, he said, when I presented my case in Arusha with documented evidence of atrocities, Nigeria representative avoided serious engagement. Instead of facing justice, they relied on shadow of intelligence operative and legal obstruction. This was not justice, it was evasion. Human rights violations. Thousands of civilians, particularly Christians and members of indigenous people of Biafra, have been killed, detained, or displaced. Reports indicate that this attack continues in several regions with little or no protection from the state. The Nigerian military and security forces have committed grave abuses, including torture and denial of medical care to prisoners of conscience such as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who remains in detention under harsh and unlawful conditions. Call for international action. Nigeria's government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must not be allowed to continue its impunity. Therefore, to the African Union and United Nations, take urgent measures to hold Nigeria accountable under international law. 2. Investigate the crimes against humanity occurring in Southeast and South-South. 3. To the government of the United Kingdom, deny President Tinubu and senior Nigeria officials access to UK medical facilities until Nigeria allows Mazi Nnamdi Kanu access to independent medical treatment. Use diplomatic and economic tools to pressure Nigeria into compliance with human rights obligations. To the international community, stand with the oppressed people of Nigeria, especially marginalized ethnic and religious communities. Support efforts to ensure freedom, justice, and dignity for all Nigerians, including the right to self-determination. Then in his conclusion, he said, I want to state that silence in the face of injustice is complicity. I will not be silent until freedom and justice are secured for the people of the Southeast, South-South, and all victims of violence and persecutions in Nigeria. The world must know Nigeria has become a rogue state and impunity cannot continue. Copies of court papers that I have filed. I will again try this week to pressure the court to give justice for the people of Southeast. So these are the papers, all right? These are the papers, as you can see. These are the papers, all right? If you remember from the beginning of this program, I told you that several cases have been filed in different courts against Nigeria, both locally and internationally. But why is Nigeria refusing to appear in court to defend themselves? Several cases have been filed against them by Pan Africa. Let's proceed with the shame Finland has brought on European judicial system. Please pay very close attention and be sharing this video as you are listening, please. But before we go on, do you know that the wife of Alex Stubb, the wife of the Finland president, the current president of Finland, that the wife na British citizen? It's not that she acquired the citizenship or that she's of British origin, meaning that she's from UK. Do you people know this? Just think about it. Make una dey connect the dots. You can go and make your findings as well. I just want to brief you. Now, let's go into the shame Finland has brought on European judicial system. How Finland shamed Western European judicial systems by Dr. David Matanga, the chairman of Pan Africa. I'm a pro bono international law expert who represents the voiceless in the world. I have no regrets for my stand against Finland, just as I was firm on the Africa ICC cases. I'll be firm on Finland and expose it as a prosy state working with corrupt and rogue states like Nigeria in Africa. It is now clear that in the case of His Excellency Simon Ekpa, the Finnish court relied on intelligence provided by Nigeria. However, Nigerian intelligence is corrupt, compromised by terrorist influence, and even infiltrated by terrorist recruits. As an investigative journalist who studied international law, I'm aware that Finland had wanted to trade Simon Ekpa with recruitive tenders. By relying on such dated information, Finland undermined its own democratic principles and credibility in this matter. I'll produce imagery satellite evidence to prove that Nigerian intelligence officials corrupted the case. Why Finland shamed Western Europe's judicial system? Firstly, by trading human rights for Nigeria oil, gas, and blood money. Finland's handling of His Excellency Simon Ekpa's case has stripped away any pretense of neutrality or respect for democratic judicial principle. Instead of upholding the rule of law, Finland aligned itself with Nigeria's corrupt and terror-compromised intelligence network, an institution even the Canadian judicial has described as a terrorist ruling class. By relying on such tainted evidence, Finland has not just only humiliated its judiciary, but also brought shame upon the free Western world. A decision driven by money, not justice. Finland publicly tied Ekpa's case to bilateral relation. While presenting her credentials in Abuja, Finland's ambassador Sanna Salin said, listen, Simon Ekpa has been hindering bilateral relations. The cooperation between our two countries, which is Nigeria and Finland, is going very well now. And the National Security Advisor have been providing all the evidences. See, this statement now was made by the Finnish ambassador in Abuja. Immediately Simon Ekpa was arrested. She went to Abuja and presented this statement saying that before Simon Ekpa was arrested, that Simon Ekpa has been hindering, has been stopping the bilateral relationship between Finland and Nigeria. But right now, that the cooperation between the two countries are now going very, very well. And that the Nigerian National Security Advisor have been providing them with all the evidence. Are you getting it? A fast-moving criminal case with significant diplomatic applause from Abuja. Nigeria state media and multiple outlets publicly praised Finland for intervening in Ekpa's case. That praise, paired with the ambassador's framing above, deepens the optic that the persecution allied with the bilateral priority. Yes, because it was immediately Ekpa was arrested, then the Finnish ambassador now went to Abuja to tell them that their bilateral relationship is now working very well, right? Now, reliance on Nigeria's terrorist intelligence, the Finnish court admitted to basing its decision on intelligence from Nigeria. This is indefensible. Nigeria intelligence is not only corrupt, but it has been infiltrated by terrorists and weaponized to crush dissent. Using such source discredit Finland's court and undermine its democratic claim. First, economic payoff in plain sight. Shortly after the unlawful detention of Simon Ekpa, Bilateral Energy, a Finnish firm, was awarded a major gas contract in Lagos. This time it exposes what is at play. Finland traded away justice for business interests. Another medical project as diplomatic cover. Finland ambassador to Nigeria has announced plans to build medical facilities in Nigeria. These so-called humanitarian projects are nothing but political. My people, when I don't see them, they don't use our PM Simon Ekpa use do business between Finland and Nigeria. It was immediately Simon Ekpa was arrested that November. The ambassador, Finnish ambassador who is in Abuja now, came publicly and told the world that their bilateral relation is now moving well, that PM Simon Ekpa has been hindering their bilateral relation. Because it was immediately PM was arrested, Nigeria awarded Finland firm, Bilateral Energy, they awarded them a major gas contract in Lagos. Again na medical project na Nigeria. So are we fools? We are not fools. We now know the strategy. They have used our PM for business purpose. But the good news is that the illegal ruling by Finland courts have been appealed. Okay? Now let's hear from the lawyer, PM's defense lawyer. This news came out yesterday, being the 9th of September 2025, and it states, a formal expression of dissatisfaction has been filed. PM Simon Ekpa's defense lawyer. Following the Pajat Hamed District Court verdict, Ekpa's defense lawyer, Carle Gumeros, confirmed that a formal expression of dissatisfaction has been filed against the entire ruling. This step is required within 7 days of the verdict to preserve the right to appeal. Gumeros stated that they are preparing a full appeal to the Court of Appeal, which must be submitted by October 1st, 2025 at latest. Ekpa denied all charges during the trial and remained in custody. This news is coming directly from Finland. Look at your screen to confirm what I'm saying. I wait till I see the latest update because I do not want to deceive any of you because this is a sensitive issue. All right, I'll stop here for now. Kindly share your opinion in the comment section and do well to share this video. If you have not subscribed or not following the page, do well to follow or subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Bye.
Wonderful people. Why I love my Biafran people so much is that they know what is good and they know what is right. Gone are the days when Biafrans used to do follow. No. Anyone who decides to do follow now, my brother, that one is at his or her own risk. So, and I will not even come out and tell you now, why must you follow this person? You are moron, you are this, you are that. No. I can never use any derogatory words against my own fellow Biafrans because of they didn't follow the government of USB. No. Some people have been misled, some people have been hypnotized, some people have been brainwashed. So sometimes you cannot even blame them, just like what is happening in church today. If you go to any church now, the first thing that the pastor will do is to make sure that they put fear in you. Then going to church, even any day you don't go to church, to you, my brother, you have sinned, you have committed the highest sin. That is the kind of fear they put in us going to church. You have committed the highest sin. Even when your mind is not there, you must go there just for people to say you they come to church. Then what is essence? What is the essence? Anyway, official update from Simon Ekpa's defense lawyer regarding his appeal process and the condition of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland jail. Please listen to the end, the raw information. And as you are watching, make sure that your fellow neighbor who have been asking these questions for so long watch this video. In fact, share it with your left hand and your right hand. Makada mama, on Chagbara Obosi. Any information you get, my brother, make sure, even if you don't need it, some people out there need it. If that information is not so important to you, endeavor to share. That is the only thing you can contribute to this journey. It's either you do your own work online or you do it offline. Or you do both online and offline. But make sure you are contributing something in this our struggle. Because last, everybody must receive their own reward according to the kind of effort you put in pushing this gospel of Biafra recognition forward. So please, I urge you, all the whole Biafrans in the house, both the ones watching me and the ones who will watch me later, please, any message you get, either from my platform or from every other platform, as long as it is genuine and concerning this Biafra struggle, my brother, share it. Even if not propaganda, share it. Because Nigerian government is holding us down today with propaganda. Let me shock you. Do you know that Finland prosecutor have come out to confess? The one who gives Simon Ekpa 6 years. That they don't get any information. The information they gathered is from the online videos and pictures they are seeing from Biafra land. That is the only thing they use to judge Simon Ekpa 6 years. You can imagine that. And just like what our sister said on this video, it is after November 24 that all these businesses begin to start. All the business between Finland and Nigeria, they don't have such before. They have not been doing the business before. The only thing they just have a kind of what they call it, consulate agreement. Just you have embassy in my country. Then if I want to go to your country, I will go there and take visa. You understand me? So when Simon Ekpa started this struggle, that was when they know that they are going to have a bilateral business agreement. The stupid woman, that Akuna, that says she is a consulate from Finland to Nigeria in Abuja, went to what they call it to meet Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the drug kingpin, and made a confession that they are happy now that their business bilateral agreement that had been delayed because of Simon Ekpa. When did Simon Ekpa started? That is the question. So business bilateral agreement have been delayed after how many decades that their embassy have been in Nigeria? Let me be sure. Which year that Finland have embassy in Nigeria? Which year? Let me see. Whether in 2021 they start to have embassy in Nigeria. Which year? Because Simon Ekpa traveled to there for very long time. Which year did Finland have, I am sorry my people, please, have embassy in Nigeria. Let me see if na 2021. Yes, Finland has an embassy in Nigeria, in Abuja, Nigeria, and it also has a team, Finland network, that includes a business Finland office in Lagos and a honorary consulate in Lagos. The embassy in Abuja serves as the primary diplomatic mission. They didn't answer me exactly what I want to see. Let me see. Which year did Finland? Which year Finland? Which year Finland? Sorry, my people, please. I know why I'm doing this. Which year Finland embassy? Which year Finland embassy in Finland embassy in Nigeria opened? Okay, let me see. Specific opening year for the embassy of Finland in Nigeria is not available in the provided search result, though the embassy of Finland in Abuja is listed as a current mission for precise information of its website and enslavement. So they didn't give a specific information or date or year which the embassy have been existing in Nigeria. But I'm very sure the embassy does not start in 2021, because that was when Simon Ekpa kicked off this struggle in a high speed when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Because Simon Ekpa had been in Finland, I think, if I'm not mistaken, since 2004. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, please correct me. But he had been in there for 2004, which I know that he didn't flew to Finland without, or have the Finland ever given Nigeria free visa or visa on arrival, which I'm not sure. But if there's something of such, I cannot give information on what I don't know. But I'm very sure that their embassy never started since 2021. They have been there for years. But now, 2021 down to 2024, when Simon Ekpa was then arrested, that was when the so-called consulate went to Abuja with Bianca Ojukwu after they have succeeded with their petition, and then opened a confession that thank God that Simon Ekpa have been arrested, that their bilateral business agreements have been started. It have been on hold since. It's because of Simon Ekpa. But now in arrested, then they started. They give them a one power electricity project in Ikeja, and now oil and gas gas contract in Lagos, and also they want to start up a hospital, program, also in Nigeria, precisely the same Lagos. You understand me? So you can as well agree with me, that anybody who come out to tell you anything other than what you are hearing now, my brother, just, if you believe it, you are believing it on your own peril. But the information I'm giving to you now is from the direct legal representative of Simon Ekpa, who have been there from day one, even from the first time they called him for questioning down till today. So there's no any other information that regarding this that you hear elsewhere. If you hear it elsewhere, anything other than what I'm telling you, then make your own verification if it is true or not. Because this information contained on what the video is just finished what. Everything is not video, but a breakdown of everything, the way it take happen, and the way the legal representative of ECPA arranged it, and also answer to the general public. Anyway, let us not waste much time, just as we always do. Let us dissect the comment section. Let us dissect the comment section of this video so that to know what my people think concerning this matter. SMMG, our only reverend sister on this game, said, good job. Modi Head said, you cannot use one evil to excuse another. Simon and Kano have been rightly jailed for the terrorism they committed against the Igbos. No face, eh? Okay. That Nigeria is also engaged in persecution and terrorism cannot excuse Ekpa and Kanu. In some claims, they would get the death sentence. They will get the death sentence, but they have given Ekpa 6 years and said they will get the death sentence. Africa revisited. No, you know, but we will commend this. We will be a fun now them. Even says stop fake news. Okay, this have nothing to do with Ekpa appeal in Finland court. Are you sure, my brother? You listen to that news very well, because most of us will just engage in just see news and just jump into it to comment without even listen to the news very, very well to know exactly whether what is said in that video is in line with what you want to comment. Some people will just say whatever they like because they know how to put A and B together, and then it makes a sentence. Then they feel that they can just talk to anybody the way they like. Anyway, that is not their fault. It is the fault of people who give them internet. I'm not saying that internet is bad, but internet serves and internet kills. Anyway, my wonderful people, I beg now here we will take back break. One of these videos is coming your way. Do the needful, please. Let this message go viral. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for those of you who have been saying that for Mazi Simon Ekpa, who said that he don't have a legal representative, he don't have a lawyer, they just abandon him. Hear it from the horse's mouth. Have a nice day, and may you go Gabriel and control to bless us all as you abide, and also do the needful concerning this video. Let it go viral. Make sure you share. If you never subscribe, I don't know what you're still waiting for. Please endeavor to do that anytime soon. Subscription is very, very important, and as you subscribe, please turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go live or post anything new on this channel. Kachineke mezi okwu. Ọ ga-adịrị nwoke mma dịkwa nwaanyị mma. O anam.